Feel like I want to share with you this little afternoon scene of my wild flock. You see how they're just relaxing in the bush, and some are stretching. Oh yeah, that's good. Or they're having a little dust bath. And you know, this is what chickens need to do. They're birds, and they like to keep clean, like really clean. And they do that by throwing themselves into dirt, because the dirt cleans them. Isn't that funny? But it's just after a rain, and the chickens are just relaxing. And part of why they are relaxing also is because I'm standing here, and they feel a little bit more at ease. I mean, they will do this by themselves, but they are concentrated in a ring around me because they know I'm looking out. I might not be good at spotting hawks. The roosters are way better, but still it gives a little bit of safety. And in these moments of safety, you can just let go and preen your feathers and just let go of the daily stresses. Because yeah, chickens get stresses too, you know. They got social fights and other wildlife to contend with, and food fights, like who's gonna get what. There's always something going on. But to just have a moment to yourself and just relax, well, that makes life good, right? These are siblings. It's kind of funny that siblings are more a part of a cohort, like when they hatch together, than who their parents are, because the eggs, they come from different mothers, and sometimes the roosters can be different. So what bonds one chicken to another is when they came out of the egg together, and then they grew up through their toddler years and teenage years, and there's the dada. Actually, that is the son of the dada. There's the dada, the original dada. I mean, I say it's because I'm standing and sitting here, but a rooster is, oh yeah, little shits. A rooster is what makes a flock chill, because the rooster is always looking out, scanning the area, finding some foods. When they're young roosters like this one, they're a bit more self-absorbed. They just only care about what's in it for them. Can I get a shag? Can I get a feed? It's really funny to see how quickly a chicken goes through all sorts of life cycles and the different behaviors that come with it. And I never really looked at it from such a gender-specific viewpoint. Coming from Holland, I'm quite gender agnostic in a way. Like we all have male and female qualities, all that spiel. But seeing chickens, I realized that there is definitely a biological component that predates the behavior. It is, if you're a boy or a girl, it's different kinds of behaviors. I don't want to transpose that directly onto humans, but it was nice to see that you can have different behaviors without judgment, but just recognizing them and embracing it. And it doesn't mean that you're saying like, oh, well, a woman's natural role is for bearing children and raising them and being in the kitchen. But I see things with chickens where, oh yeah, one is naturally a bit more timid and careful, and the other is more explorative and cocky. But then you still got a whole layer of personalities that grow on top of it, on top of these predispositions. I don't know. I just enjoy hanging out, and it's actually so much better than being caught on YouTube, or, well, it can't be on Facebook anymore, but it is definitely a lot more wholesome than, you know, being on social media. It's way more boring, of course, because look, there's nothing happening here. We're looking at it and going like, okay, so where's the face palm? When is the trick going to happen? Woe me. But that's the sort of messed up state we got ourselves into after many years of Big Brother, TikTok, and idols, and all the judgment that we've learned to value. Like, it's the judges that have the most value, not the people that do the things or figure out ways to impress. Oh, I love that stretch. Oh, look, the rooster is having a bit of a preen time too. That's why I do feel happy when he gets to relax. I identify a bit with him, of course. I don't know, of course, but they do. Oop. What's going on? There's something happening. There's a bit of a movement. Oh yeah. So what happens with these chickens is that they have different places where they hang out at different times of the day. So the whole flock will start to move somewhere, and they'll go hang out in another spot. And I'm not quite sure always if it's like the sun, or I'm assuming it is sort of a, you know, daylight kind of thing. But their territory, I would say it's grown a bit. It was around the 50 meters radius from where they sleep and where they eat. Might have gotten a bit bigger here. They've gotten a bit more yeah, what do you call it, confident in exploring the areas. I really like that they have total freedom to be where they want to be, and it shows that they've got, like, see, now the whole flock is, they're probably going to go into the forest and do some pecking as in opening up the dirt. Oh, and this is also quite cute. Actually, what they're doing now is having a drink at the local water hole. And this is spring water that wells up from the ground, so it's super clean. And I think that is such a prerequisite to life. Like, how can we accept anything less than clean water? Whatever we're doing, whatever kind of economic system or kind of day-to-day activity we've got to make sure that our water is just clean and drinkable every day that we take it up into our body. We want to make sure that it is just pristine and clean. And if whatever we're doing isn't supplying that, well then, you know, we've got to change it. this just makes me really happy to see.